When will the next episode air? A week from now? A month from now? Or tomorrow? Is there a possibility that the amazing digital circus will not have a sequel at all? I'm here because so many of you are asking this question, which is the most crucial one for all followers of Digital Circus. Hello everyone, I'm sure not alone in being excited about the upcoming episode, but neither Gooseworx nor Glitch have provided us with any details thus far. Only at first glance does it appear that way. And as a matter of fact, we already know the general release date of the upcoming episode, thanks to a few well-known leaks. Watch this video through to the finish because I will address all of your questions. Let's get started. As the foundation for all that follows, let's start by discussing the well-known Twitter glitch post. The authors essentially promised us that 2024 will bring about a plethora of new stuff, including a great deal of Digital Circus. While this is encouraging news on the one hand, it's possible that the release will occur in the autumn of 2024. But I want to reassure you that we won't have to wait so long. I would like to point out that the developers themselves do not discuss the hard effort involved in developing drones or any other product, since they recognize how successful the new project was. On the Digital Circus, the primary labor force is dedicated to producing material, and the producers are fully aware that the lower the ratings, the longer they wait to release the next episode. Perhaps this was just a subtle clue, in the end, that the episode is almost complete, and only awaiting completion. Now, let's return to the new episode teaser that was just posted on the Wacky Watch website. A portion of Pomni Room was shown in the teaser, which made me giggle since, in contrast to Kaufmo Chamber, Pomni Room appears like a child's play area and perfectly encapsulates the essence of the Digital Circus. As it should be from the pilot episode, we discovered that Pomni was a reflection of our emotions and experiences during the viewing of the pilot episode, and this teaser, let's call it that, is also a reflection of us because we are all currently waiting for the new episode in a dreamlike state. I believe that everything is happening for a reason. The initial tweet, followed by several leaks of teasers, may all be preparing us for the fact that we will soon have to see the new episode trailer, and a few other things. We will be able to see the new episode a few weeks after the trailer, but there's a good chance that we won't see a trailer at all and can watch the new episode immediately away. Let's now schedule the release date of our upcoming episode and discuss the possible plot points. I mentioned at the beginning of the video that it might occur tomorrow, in a week, in a month, or that there will be more episodes. Naturally, the last one was a prank, and regrettably, there won't be a new episode tomorrow because we were not ready for this in the slightest. Of course, the producers respect their audience, so they can't do that. Is a new episode going to be available in a week? In my opinion, the answer is definitely affirmative, as there is a high likelihood that the episode has already concluded. It's been a little more than 3 months, which is an extremely impressive amount of time to make an episode, which is why I'm so confident in this. Some of you would counter that it took a year or so from the beginning of Digital Circus's pilot episode to its publication. However, take into account the following. Gooseworx worked on multiple projects concurrently back then, and I have no doubt that it has dedicated all of its resources to this massive project now that Digital Circus is doing well. I'm confident that we won't have to wait a whole year to see the upcoming episode because of this. Looks like it will be incredibly amazing, but more on that later. Regretfully, I don't think there will be a new episode in a week, but in a month, that might be different. As I mentioned before, I'm sure the animation is already finished, but certain other parts of the project haven't been completed by the developers. After all, voice acting in numerous languages, including English, plays a significant role in the Digital Circus. Furthermore, I'm not sure if the second episode's final color correcting has been finished. For this reason, I'm taking a risk by stating that the much-anticipated release is just a month away. I sincerely hope that in that time, the creators will have the opportunity to iron out any kinks and wow us with fresh material, based on everything said above. I promise that the new episode will be released between February 14 and February 28 of 2024. If this doesn't happen, however, the deadline for release is March because if we wait and release it even in April, there won't be the same excitement that everyone wants to see. With the release date confirmed, this incredible digital series has the potential to go down in animation history. With that said, let's discuss what to expect from the upcoming episode. Gooseworx has long since declared that each episode will be devoted to a different character. Since Pomni was the subject of the pilot, the upcoming episode will focus on someone else, as the authors are required to create an equally popular figure. We'll learn more about Jax, I'm sure. He appeared to us in the first episode as a cruel bully who has a penchant for publicly embarrassing, taunting, and intimidating the other members of the virtual circus. But we also disclosed a crucial aspect about our rabbit that we should all never forget. It's clear from his bravery and courage to stick with Ragatha and Pomni during that crucial moment with Kaufmo that he was the first to flee the situation rather than attempt to resolve it or assist the less fortunate. However, once he realized he was safe, he quickly reverted to his previous behavior. All of this portrayal highlights Jax's weakness, strong-willed child who wears a tough man mask to conceal his fear and insecurity. But you and I are aware of the truth about our liar, and the second episode will go into further depth about this character. In the upcoming episode, there are multiple possible outcomes for Jax, and I'd like to go over each one with you. They will surprise you, I promise. Although the video from the Twitter post showed us part of the events of the first episode, even here you can see how Jax will probably continue to make problems for the other characters. Jax has made Ratha a very wonderful gift, which he has prepared. Ratha fears centipedes more than anything else, therefore he thought of nothing cleverer to present her than one. That will be the subject of the upcoming episode's introduction, but it will be after this that the other characters will come to understand Jax's actual nature. Joking about and making fun of people is one thing, but purposefully inciting panic in someone by playing on their anxieties is quite another. Characters will simply ignore Jax, leaving him on his own later in the episode. We will see him attempt to make amends or find a different solution, but Jax doesn't want to appear so cool that he doesn't even want to interact with others. People who are cornered need to socialize in order to at least avoid going insane from complete loneliness, but by then it will be too late, and no one will ever believe Jax or want to interact with him. In addition, we will witness Jax transform from a humorous guy into a pitiful mockery of oneself. He'll notice that his room is changing every day and eventually starting to resemble Kaufmo room. At that point, Jax won't find it funny that Pomni mentioned leaving because he'll have no other choice than to find a way out. Since Pomni is not a gullible girl, she will tell Jax what she thinks of him and this circumstance. He will have the courage to approach Pomni and tell her that he trusts her, and will do everything in his power to help her find a way out of who will laugh at whom in this predicament. When Jax becomes enraged about the incident, he will attack Pomni and begin beating her. However, Kane and the other characters will eventually show up, and Jax will be severely scared of his own actions. Because he will be alone and cut off from everyone, he will go insane. We shall meet Jax, who is half the familiar old rabbit, at the end of the episode. Since the second alternative offers us an intrigue we could never have imagined, I like it just as much, if not more. First, we must acknowledge that this type of behavior is not possible in a digital circus. The scared and modest Jax was brought in by Kane, who gave him complete control over his life to make it as tough as possible. Because of this, Jax gives himself far more freedom than he should, which is how he went from being a helpless man to a bully. What we seen in the pilot episode will seem like child's play in the second episode, which will reveal all the brutality that Jax is capable of. But the most intriguing thing is that we won't be able to learn all of this until the very end of the episode. In the meantime, we'll be gently informed about Jax's everyday life inside the incredible digital circus. At that point, fans' imaginations will soar to heights I can't even begin to imagine, and concurrently with each of the various events, Jax will gently inform us about Pommi's life, because the last scene, in which a spooky grimace appeared on Pommi's face, left no one completely unnerved, apathetic, and we're all unbelievably eager to see out what will happen next. Please leave a comment below with your thoughts on this video, and remember to like and subscribe to the channel. I would want to wish you luck and success and say see you soon.